If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Yo, son doesn't look at the nigga in the back that don't move at all. Where was you at when you seen this shit happen?
Where was I at when I seen this shit happen? I think I was around a bunch of kids, and it was the first time. I think this is. By the way, very recently I've become a counselor. That'll be another story for another day. I finally understood what it was like to be.
Yeah, wait, because out of context, around a bunch of kids sounds crazy. Yo, because I know you're a kid counselor, so I'm like,
Yeah,
all right.
I know.
Yo, that's dumb funny. My fault.
But anyway, I finally
So sorry.
this man, I finally figured
Wrong
out
president.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I know. But I finally figured out what it was like for like George Bush when they told him that 9/11 was happening and he was there reading the storybook in Florida.
Yo.
Like you're in a completely different state, like, and you're just like, oh, where? Something happened? Some crazy happened? All right. Like, what am I gonna tell the kids? Like, all right, we gotta leave
What
fun
time
parts.
it happened that early in the day?
I believe so.
Cause I was out, I was in the city. I was
Yeah.
running around, and like I went down by like Chelsea Piers. Like I was enjoying the scenery, smoking and shit.
Yeah.
And then I went to a comedy show. Actually, I went to Gotham,
Yeah.
and I found out from niggas just bringing it up.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a hilarious way
I
to
had
figure
to
it
pull
out.
out my phone and Google like this nigga got shot. Like yo,
That's fire.
yeah, man. But
That's fire.
yeah, let's watch.
Let's see.
Oh, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old.
I just
And
want to say, peep, homeboy, look at the camo bucket hat.
The camo,
Like,
the bucket hat.
Let's just
right
take
there.
a moment to look at the people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Homeboy back here got a top hat and a perm.
Yeah.
He's totally he would have been the first suspect. Even homeboy with the bucket hat is looking at him like.
I feel like the wife right here, this wife right here, she really likes black men.
Yeah,
She's not gonna tell her husband that, but she really does. She really does.
Well, here's the thing right now.
She definitely this is definitely a Kaylee. She definitely.
I think that's a
likes black
man.
men. Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think
that's
that's a man.
That's a damn shame. I'm sorry, sir.
But you know what? You know what I'm noticing? If because I didn't watch this broken down.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking this way. I guess is the shooter that way?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's also looking that way. I think this is a response to the president looking that way, because it's like he's looking that way, and then everybody else is just like, well, what the fuck is the president looking at, right? Because it's not like some people are already distracted. Him, I think, because I've heard shots in person. Like you're always like. It's different when it's recorded on camera. Like the camera always catches it late. Your ears always catch it first. Like
Well,
so
even
it's
these shots on camera sounded weird.
Yeah.
Like we will never know what those shots sounded like in person.
No.
I think that's another thing that sparks so many conspiracy theories is how weird the shots sound on camera.
Yeah. Yeah, but they definitely somebody's definitely shooting going on.
Yeah.
Man. Computers is spoon.
Yo.
All right.
if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Yo, son doesn't look at the nigga in the back that don't move at all. Homeboy right here with the blazer on. He doesn't give a fuck.
You know, it's kind of crazy considering that, like, there's a lot of white people that own ARs at this rally here. Y'all would think that y'all would recognize when shots is ringing out, but I guess not. I guess, I don't know. I guess that's a hood thing.
Moving spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Hawkeye's here, moving to the spare.
Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
I think the thing that just struck me crazy was I'm just surprised that you can let off that many shots at that close and that are landing close enough to hit him in the ear and not hit anyone behind him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know what the final death tally was. I think the death tally was 2. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
but
It
nobody
was the guy
behind him got hit though. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
I mean, let me see.
Yeah, look it up
Um,
because not only did he get fucking lucky, but everybody around him got mad lucky. Like those are close fucking shots.
yeah. Yeah, I think it was 2. So it was the actual the person who tried to assassinate him. They killed him, but I think it was a former fire chief. Yeah, a former fire chief that
So
used
he
to
got-
shield he shielded his family from gunfire, so he got shot.
So
Yeah.
them bullets was just hitting all over the place because we don't
Yeah.
see that on camera here. So
Yeah.
that means he.
Mhm.
Yes, oh man.
Well, you heard it. It was at least 5.
6 shots.
That was at least 5-6 shots. So yeah,
I guess what's going on though. I guess what I'm surprised on is how far. Well, it makes sense because all the kickback from that rifle, his second panic shots are probably
Yeah.
not hitting anywhere near where his first one was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he died. At least 2 other people were injured. So yeah, other people
Okay,
got hit.
got it.
So
I guess I'm assuming the shots are hitting in the same area.
yes.
But after that recoil,
No.
you know,
Yeah,
he's
100
probably
yeah,
just
100%.
shooting anyway. And it
Yeah.
wasn't a sniper. It was a regular rifle. There was no scope on it.
Hold on. Let
There
me
was
see.
no scope on the gun.
Let's see. What we'll figure that. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
figure that out later on as we go on.
Come on. Let me get my shoes.
Let me get my shoe. Yo,
So
let me
let-
get my shoe. Yo, this is the thing, right? My dad, he's like joined the Democrat gang in the sense of like he gang bangs on like niggas on Twitter about
of
like how
course.
much he don't like Trump.
Yep.
Even he texted me and said, New York City breeds the toughest white people ever. He said, like, yo, regardless of how I feel about the guy,
Yeah.
you gotta give credit with it. Where's my shoes?
Yeah. He said, "Where my kicks at?"
Like, if me and you get shot in some nice shoes, so we're gonna say that.
Where
He can get another pair of whatever shoes he has
want.
on.
Be a billionaire. He literally has the ability to buy any other pair of Ferragamos that his heart desires. Alright?
But he wanted these
But he
ones.
wanted these ones. I'm not leaving with my kicks. That's some real see, but that's why Trump is so good at these media moments. Cause he's like, nah, y'all not gonna get me shot
Yeah.
bleeding from the ear
Yeah.
with socks on.
Yeah, word.
Alright?
Word.
Like I'm a
Oh,
domestic
wow.
violence victim.
Oh no, this nigga, like, you know how like they say like content over everything? Like this nigga's for real content over everything. Like he's conscious enough to know like, oh, I'm good. Nah, we taking this flick. Like, look at this pose, nigga. Like, this is crazy.
Let me get my shoes on.
Hold up in your head, bloody.
So we gotta move to the car.
Let me get my shoes.
Trump hat hair is crazy.
Watch out.
Wait.
Yeah.
He said, wait. I need this photo.
Yeah, man.
Yo, cuz is different. Cuz is
Yeah.
different. Like, I can't even hold on.
Yeah, just hold on.
I can't even
But
I
just-
can't
yeah,
even
just-
hate on cuz.
Yeah, just flip off.
Yeah,
Because the video's over.
What's what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just leave it on mute and leave it looped. Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, do we want to get straight into conspiracies or do you want to give our thoughts on it first? Like,
Well, I think it's interesting, right? Because it's like there's a lot of reasons to say that it's a conspiracy. There's a lot of reasons to say it's a conspiracy. Let's get into it. I think we
Alright.
should get into it. So the
Alright.
first reason why a lot of people think it's a conspiracy, and it's something that I instantly thought was that how's it possible that someone was even managed to get this close? Like how's it possible that someone managed to even get like a vantage point this close from the president? Because you were right, it wasn't a sniper rifle, it was an AR style rifle,
Yeah.
right? So if it's an AR style rifle, it's not like he's the sniper range at all. He's relatively close. Like, so my thing is, how is it possible that any random dude was able to get close enough to able to take these shots?
yeah. Did you see the professional sniper that they brought on Vlad TV? Where
No.
he breaks it. All right, we're gonna continue getting conspiracies, but I think you need to see this because I was watching this and I said, "Yo, whenever Chris and I break this down." So let's see, Vlad Sniper Trump. This guy, all right.
That's what I'm saying. I could hit Trump from half a mile away if I was an assassin. It kind of gets down to the point.
You know, I'm gonna ask you a dumb question, and it really is a dumb question, but I'll ask it anyway.
All good. I ask
Would
dumb
you have
questions
missed
all the
that
time.
shot?
Would I have missed it?
Probably not.
Yes.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay. I knew the answer to that before I asked you. Under what circumstances would you have missed that shot?
You know what's crazy? Like, shameless plug or whatnot, but I just wrote that book, The Board. And I talk about
Yep.
assassinations in this book from, like, I would never do it, but if you wanted to know how a sniper would go about doing that, in that book, the NSA, National Security Agency director got assassinated, vice president gets assassinated. And I describe in depth, like, somewhat in depth how I would do it. But in order for me to miss a shot like that, it'd have to be like over 800 yards and a windy day. A windy day. It'd have to be windy.
Okay.
All right,
No.
so stop.
I want
So stop it.
the
Okay.
same.
So like I said, and that's the main thing that comes to my mind.
Is that this is
all
not a
right?
professional.
One, it's not a professional, but two, it wasn't a sniper, right? This isn't a
Yeah,
sniper. Like I said,
yeah.
it was an AR style rifle. Two, and that which goes back to my point. He was considerably closer than a sniper would be because it's an AR style rifle. So the fact that he was able to even get that close shows that there was a real bad security violation.
Yeah.
Like there was a complete mishap. Something went wrong, almost as if someone wanted it to happen.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But on another angle, right? You know, people believe it's a conspiracy. I don't know it necessarily if it's a conspiracy. Mainly because was the conspiracy to have a guy who's untrained potentially shoot him in the ear, like not in the head? Like I don't. That's the thing that I don't understand.
When they get to that part, it kind of comes off at like the Suge Knight killed Tupac conspiracy. When you're really in that, when you're dealing with something that high risk, you don't leave that room for error when you come up with the plan.
Right, exactly.
Like Suge Knight is not sending anybody to shoot at Tupac in a car that he's sitting driver's seat in. He got
Yes.
grazed in his head.
Yes.
Like a centimeter off, that's a different story.
Yeah.
I wanted you to
And right, and that's what I was gonna get to, because right, like a person like Donald Trump, I don't believe that he's a very ego-driven man, right?
Yeah.
That's fairly obvious at that point. He's a very ego-driven man. I don't believe that you could convince Trump that you won't miss his head.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you can convince a man like Trump.
Well, you know what?
Like we'll shoot you in the ear, but we'll miss you in the head, and it'll be a great media moment. Like I don't think you can convince a man like that.
You just actually brought a different level to it for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, because see, here's the thing. He's not president. He's ex-president.
Yes.
Which does mean, it means he has presidential security, but it doesn't mean that he's having presidential affairs like ran for him.
Yeah.
He's running for president. So it's like, all right, what are you doing? Okay, we could have the security there. Maybe this is more of a case where maybe his arrogance has taken place with this. There might have been things. I mean, he's fighting. First off, he's fighting trials like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right. He does have money, but what we know of Trump is that sometimes his money isn't always, I'd say, liquid. Like
Of
his
course.
money stays a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
You don't know what things he may be trying to cut corners in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this was something where the vantage point was brought to his attention, and his arrogance might have been like, we don't need to take this extra time because he wants to get his rally out. I don't know what the details of that are, but I didn't take in accountability how much the arrogance of Trump may have contributed to the ill planning. We're putting a lot of it on the Secret Service. Maybe there's a difference between what Secret Service does for you when you're president and when you're not. Like, maybe it's like, all right, you still get, because at the end of the day, this is still wages that have to be paid. You gotta think
of
about
course.
it. Out of all of the out of the 50, how many presidents have we had?
What, 58?
58 presidents. There's probably 7 of them still alive. Maybe 8.
I mean,
The point is, this is
not many. There's not many.
This is a bill that has to be footed for George Bush Jr., Barack Obama,
Yeah.
Donald Trump, Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Like these are wages that have to be paid. Maybe it's more on some like, yo, if you call them, they'll show up. But
Yeah.
we're not about to come up with the game plan for you as if you were the president. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think they would be that finicky about it because it's like, in order to even, because I'm pretty sure even like when Barack Obama or Bill Clinton shows up to an event, depending on the event, of course, obviously, but when he shows up to an event, there's probably Secret Service.
Oh, there's definitely Secret
probably
Service.
Secret
But
Service
think about what the
yeah.
cooperation is like compared to when it's Trump.
What do
The
you mean?
cooperation between a Barack Obama or Bill Clinton with their Secret Service might be a little bit more casual of, President, maybe you shouldn't go here. Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Whereas Trump's Trump's like, I'm going to see my people.
The only reason I don't think that is because, generally speaking, and he's probably thinking about this, Donald Trump is thinking about the fact that those other guys are more liked in terms of the public than he is, right? Like, if you knew you're a nigga that wasn't particularly liked, regardless of if you're a president or not, if you knew that you weren't particularly liked, you'd probably be more willing to listen to. Like, I would think that Barack Obama would be more laissez-faire about how the Secret Service things in, because he's not worried about getting shot, because people actually like him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what though? But I could see Trump believing that the people that would do this type of stuff are all on his side.
What do you mean?
Like the radical shoot the president type. Think about it. Look at January 6th. Look at I would think he would think, all right, Antifa hasn't been known for trying to clap nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not yet. Not
Yeah,
yet.
maybe now.
I mean,
right?
yeah. And you got to also remember when presidents have been assassinated, they haven't been assassinated by like groups. It was never a group. It was never the Ku Klux Klan, it wasn't a group of people that did it. It was generally speaking, it was always one person that the government kind of tried to use as a patsy. Generally speaking, if we're going by historical precedent, it's never been like the Ku Klux. Even when Martin Luther King died, it's not like the Klan claimed that they did it. You know what I'm saying?
You and I in our next sit downs, we're probably gonna have to go through some of this JFK assassination stuff. Mm-hmm. So to kind of go back and refresh on what's happened and figure out where we're going. They always say that about history,
and that's another thing that's interesting about it too. That's the thing that kind of makes it hard for me to believe that it may be a conspiracy, actually, it makes it hard for me to believe that it may not be a conspiracy, because it's like there are people who have taken harder shots and made them successfully. Like JFK got killed from at least over a half a mile away with the sniper while he was in a moving vehicle next to his wife. You know what I'm saying? And even only that's the only thing. But then at the same time, it's hard, it's difficult, because that was definitely the government. This allegedly, I gotta say allegedly, right? But that was definitely allegedly the government. This is supposed to be, I don't know, it's supposed to be a freedom fighter. I'm not sure. It says that the guy, that Thomas Matthew Crooks,
which I gotta say, out of all of the president assassination names, he has the least.
Yeah, he was a 20-year-old.
We had John Wilkes Booth, and who was the other one?
Harvey Oswald.
Harvey Oswald, John Wilkes Booth. What's this motherfucker's name?
We have Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Yeah, no.
Thomas Matthew Crooks.
No, doesn't
ring.
It doesn't ring.
Yeah, no, there's no vibe there. But yeah, he was a 20-year-old kitchen worker. So I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
There are some weird motherfuckers in Pennsylvania, though.
Yeah, there is.
But this guy breaks down more like what the security detail is.
Well, yeah, with the logistics in terms of being a sniper and
the security. So peep this. Let's do this one.
Here we go. I'm back with one of my favorite guests.
All right.
4 hours.
Yes, sir.
Vince knows exactly what we're talking about. This has been
Lifetime. I was born in '86. The president, someone tried to shoot Trump with like a BB gun or something.
I didn't know they weren't putting it out there as an assassination attempt.
They didn't want to cause I don't know. It almost feels like that.
Okay, hold on.
Down. And I'm thinking, it's almost like maybe they didn't want it. That's not the way it was supposed to go down. It was kind of like a shock that this guy missed that shot that close You know, I don't know. It almost feels like that.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Cause you going somewhere.
My bad.
I didn't expect to go.
pardon?
So you got to be a little more.
Yeah, because that's honestly, it might just be the fact that we two dreadheaded niggas, but we seem to be in agreement.
I'm
here.
gonna listen to this guy.
You know what I'm saying? But we do seem to be in agreement about a couple of the factors here. In a weird way, it seems like it probably wasn't supposed to go down because it's just odd that someone that close would have missed that shot. It just seems odd. And
There's one point I don't
Yeah.
want to drag the videos on too long.
Yeah.
But at one point, I think the guy was at about 500 meters or 500 yards,
yeah,
and he was explaining like what it would take to hit somebody at 500 yards.
yeah.
And he said, "I'll put it like this: like me being a professional shooter
Mm-hmm.
and having a wife that has no experience other than living with me." She's like, he said, my wife can make that shot from 500 yards.
Yeah.
Just from going with the range to the range with me every Sunday, my wife can hit that. So,
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. See, and this is interesting. So he's a 20-year-old kitchen worker, right? Right? He had a membership at a local shooting club for at least a year. Notice what you just said there. Notice what you said. He said, my wife can make that shot. And that's what just going to the gun range. This is a person who had a membership to a gun range. He knew how to use an AR. Like, this isn't someone who didn't know how to shoot. This is someone who knew how to shoot. So it just seems very, very odd.